This is the harsh reality about being a goalkeeper and some things that you can do about it. But before I get into it, if you're new here, my name is Andrew Pannenberg. I am a professional goalkeeper for Carolina Core FC and MLS Next Pro. It's my mission to help young goalkeepers like you develop the mindset, skill set, and habits to dominate on the field and get to your next level. If you get any value out of this video, like, subscribe, share with a goalkeeper friend. The bigger we build this community, it'll be a win-win for both of us. So right now, Euro 2024 tournament is going on. It's been a great tournament so far. Right now we're at the semifinals. There's been some amazing performances from goalkeepers. It's been a very good tournament for goalkeepers in general. But one thought that I had the other day while I was watching and just looking at some of the lineups, you have some world-class goalkeepers who are the starting goalkeepers for their club during the club season, do a phenomenal job for their club, but they're on the bench for their international team. Some examples, watching Portugal, Diego Costa has been amazing for them. They're out now, but did an amazing job in the game against Slovenia, made an amazing save at the end, and then 3 penalty saves in a row. But you look at Portugal, and on the bench they have Rui Patricio and Jose Sa, who are 2 world-class goalkeepers on the bench. You go to a team like Germany, obviously Manuel Neuer is a legend and is the man for Germany, but you have an amazing world-class goalkeeper like Marc-Andre ter Stegen on the bench. You go to a country like Spain, where they have Unai Simon as the starter, but you have a world-class goalkeeper like David Raya on the bench for Spain. You go to a country like Switzerland, obviously Jan Sommer is an amazing goalkeeper and been the guy for Switzerland, but you have on the bench Gregor Kobel, who played in the Champions League final this year for Dortmund, and he's on the bench for his country. You even go to England, where obviously Jordan Pickford has been the man for England, but another world-class goalkeeper in Aaron Ramsdale on the bench for them. So for me, it's just really crazy to see all of these amazing goalkeepers who, like I said, are starters for their club and do really well for their club, but are on the bench for their international teams. This has just made me think about how unique of a position that we play as goalkeepers and how tough it can be at times, because at the end of the day, there's only one position on the field for us to play. Playing in college, I had a lot of teammates who were very versatile players and they were able to play different positions. Although they might have one position that was kind of their preferred position, if there was someone playing in that spot, they would find a way to be able to adapt and play in another position so they could get into the starting lineup. But as goalkeepers, we don't have that luxury. There's only one position on the field for us to play. And I know this has always been true just as goalkeepers, but watching the Euros has made it really relevant to me. I think back to college, I actually have a teammate who transferred into Wake as a midfielder, and then we had an injury to a right back, and he ended up playing right back his senior season, had an amazing season, got drafted to MLS, and now he actually plays for the Canadian national team and Celtic in the Scottish Premier League. That all happened just because he was able to be versatile and play a different position. And again, as goalkeepers, we don't have that luxury. There is one position on the field for us to play, and that's about it. So what are some things that we can do about this, right? It's not easy being a goalkeeper. It's not easy that there's only one position like I'm talking about on the field for us to play. So what are some things that we can do about this? Number one, recognize that being a goalkeeper is super, super competitive, right? So there's only one position on the field for us to play. And what does this mean? You need to make sure that your habits, your training routines, the decisions that you make on a daily basis are all super on point, and they're pushing you and they're getting the best out of you, so that when it's time to compete, when it's time to step on the field and fight for a starting job or to do the job for your team on game day, you're ready to do it, and you're ready to do it at the highest level. There is really no room for error for us based on the competition that we have and how tough our job can be in general. You and I both know that the difference between making a save and not making a save could be millimeters of our hand getting to a ball or split seconds of reacting to a shot. So make sure that everything you do on a daily basis is preparing you for these moments and knowing that goalkeeping is super competitive and you must do everything you can to make sure that you can get that job and do it at the highest level for your team. Second thing to realize, if you do find yourself ending up being on the bench, don't take it personally. Don't beat yourself up for it, right? I think that this is a mistake that I've done in the past. I haven't started some games back in college, and I would just be so sad. I'd be so frustrated, and I would mentally beat myself up for all the things that I didn't do, or the fact that I'm on the bench and I put myself in this situation. But again, realize right now, you're watching at the highest level, some of the best goalkeepers in the world on the bench right now for their international teams. And you can say what you want about why they're on the bench, but at the end of the day, there's only one position to play. You can't have two world-class goalkeepers playing for your team. And for some of these guys, it's just the reality of the situation that one has done really well for the country and been the guy for a couple years, and that's it. And the other guys just have to be on the bench in the moment. So recognize that there are world-class goalkeepers on the bench for their teams right now, and it is what it is. But for you, recognize that. Don't take it personally. Don't beat yourself up, but use it as an opportunity to stay ready for any opportunity that you get. I talk about this a lot on this channel. You've probably heard me say, but your life, your career can change in a matter of seconds, of moments. And everything you do on a daily basis is preparing you for that moment when you do get an opportunity. So although you might be on the bench in a moment, recognize that this can change super quick. So you look at those international goalkeepers right now, although there is a guy who's starting right now, like a Neuer, you look at Ter Stegen, he could be the starter just like that. There could be an injury, there could be something that happens, and it can change very quickly. Again, some of those, the goalkeepers for Portugal, Rui Patricio and Jose Sá, one of them, it can change just like that. So for you, if you are on the bench, don't beat yourself up. Recognize that things can change super quick and stay ready. Stay ready from your habits and routines that you do, but also if you're on the bench in a game, in the moment, recognize and mentally stay ready for anything that could happen, because again, it could change super, super quick. So don't beat yourself up and stay ready. Number 3, and I think this is the most important one, find things about the journey and the process that you can enjoy regardless of whether you're playing or not, starting or not. So I've got a practical step for you right now. Get out a journal, get out a piece of paper, and I want you to write some things down that you enjoy and that you love about soccer and about goalkeeping and about your journey and about your process that you can enjoy regardless of if you're playing or not. So I want you to take a little bit of time just to brainstorm and come up with some things that are personal for you. I'll share just a couple for me. Regardless if I'm playing or not, I love to travel. So going and seeing new cities, being in new areas, new parts of the country, seeing new sites, new stadiums, just the process of traveling, going to the airport, flying, staying in a hotel, getting out of the current environment of my day-to-day life of where I live. I really enjoy that process. I love seeing people that I know in other cities and meeting new people and just having new experiences. So traveling, the part of soccer of traveling, I absolutely love. Second, I love winning and I love celebrating with my teammates and having fun and celebrating in the locker room after games. So although I'd rather be the starting goalie for a win, when my team does win and we do celebrate on the field, celebrate in the locker room after the games, I love just that feeling in general, and I can enjoy that and experience that no matter if I'm starting or not. Like I said, I'd rather be starting and enjoy that feeling, but I can still internally enjoy that feeling, enjoy my teammates, enjoy the experience regardless of playing or not. So I love to win, I love to celebrate, I love being with my teammates and enjoying them. And 3, for me, you might know this, I've talked about it in a previous video, but I've just had an injury recently. I've been out for the past 6 weeks, which has been tough. And it's been pretty eye-opening to me that anytime I get to put on a pair of gloves and I get to catch volleys, I get to take shots, I get to just be a goalkeeper is just a blessing and an enjoyable experience for me in general. So again, regardless if I'm playing or not, just putting on the gloves and being a goalkeeper is a blessing to me, and I love it so much, and I love all the little bits of it. So, and like I said, the injury that I've gone through has just made that all the more apparent, just because I haven't been able to do that here over the past couple weeks. So those are probably the 3 biggest for me. I think it'd be important for you just to take some time today, journal down just some things that you know you can enjoy regardless of whether you're playing or not. So in conclusion, like I've talked about, if you do find yourself on the bench right now, don't beat yourself up, don't get mad, don't get frustrated. Recognize that we're watching one of the biggest tournaments in the world right now, and recognize that there are world-class goalkeepers who are on the bench for their countries right now. So this doesn't mean that you settle. This means that you stay hungry. You set your goals to be the starter for your team and to be the best goalkeeper that you possibly can and to help your team win. But recognize that if you do end up on the bench, this is just a part of the process. You're in good company. There are other amazing goalkeepers who are on the bench. Again, recognize this is just a part of the process and you don't need to settle, but find ways that you can enjoy aspects, like I said, of the journey and of the process right now. Because at the end of the day, all we have is this present moment, and there's no reason to not enjoy where you're at or what you're going through just because you're not playing and you're not the starter. There are way too many enjoyable things that you can control and can enjoy right now just by setting your intention in your mind to see it that way. So again, don't take this as, oh, just settle with where you're at, be okay with being on the bench. No, absolutely not. Enjoy where you're at, control what you can, and recognize that this is just a part of goalkeeping and a part of the process. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you a little bit of perspective if this is something you're going through right now. Continue to work, continue to believe in yourself, continue to stay ready. That's another huge part about this. Know that your life and career can change in a matter of seconds, in a matter of moments. So continue to stay ready, but at the end of the day, enjoy where you're at, enjoy the process, enjoy all the little things that are a part of it, and don't let a circumstance that's out of your control make you feel bad or make you enjoy what you're going through less, because that's all up to you. It's not in your control if you're playing or not, but how you see the situation and how you treat it and how you feel about it is all up to you. So use this video to give yourself a new perspective on your situation or what you might be going through, and see it in the best possible light that you can. Control what you can control, continue to enjoy the process, and stay ready no matter what. So like I said, hope this video gave you some good insight. Enjoy the rest of the tournament. Final on Sunday should be a great game, and we'll talk soon.